Sam here, and starting off with a kind of, I guess, new series, I guess you could say. Going to be doing some cleanup attacks, war cleanups, and I want to talk about some of the subtle changes that we make, what you learn from seeing a scout plan, what you learn from hitting an attack. I guess it's kind of like a base breakdown in some ways, but not as detailed for a single specific base. But let's jump into it. I'm going to be using some stuff from an older video, well, an older war, I guess you could say, and then taking a look. So let's hop into this one. It is Hello for Now up against that 267 Be Born clan from not too long ago. But going to be taking a look at this base. It is going to be base number 13, and first off, we're going to be looking at OT. I don't know. ODS, I know, runs this account. Was over with us, but he went in on this base. This was the first hit on it, and was going to do a little bit of a queen walk into a bow witch style of attack. So you can see he's got the queen moving in. He's using a bowler, getting some nice value. You can't see, but just on the screens up on the lab there. Well, not the lab, the Dark Spell Factory, and down at the bottom, he's got an archer picking up some free percentage. And you can see he's got his troops boosted up in this one. Now that plays a little bit of a role. There's an outside Sam, so there's one thing that we've learned. Outside Sam there, easy fix. Bring one, bring one balloon, and then obviously he's got this CC pull, gets it poisoned out. Did have to pop his queen ability. That was a little bit unfortunate there. So again, little tweaks that we can learn about what things that we need to change to get the triple taken care of. So here we go. Burns that second rage. Queen steps into this little nook. And down at the bottom, he's got a P.E.K.K.A. He's got some witches and bowlers. They're going to be setting a funnel. And there's the queen under single target inferno. So that definitely something that we can fix. But here we go, moving in with that wall wrecker, the bowlers, the freeze. Now that freeze does a great job here because it gets the wrecker into the inferno and takes it out before it roasts the wrecker. So it has to retarget, it has to re-ramp up. But unfortunately, those bowlers all walk around the outside because of that double layer of wall. But sticks with it, gets this rage down, getting at the enemy queen taken care of. We're finding some spring traps. We're finding the Tesla farm or the Teslas that are in this one. And honestly, even with these little things that have gone wrong in this attack, this one goes pretty far into the base. You can see pops that warden ability, trying to get through that Giga Tesla. I don't know what level that is. I think that's a level 2, maybe Giga Tesla. But the healers have died out on the flank that was down at 3 o'clock. So unfortunately, that's going to be a problem. And what's the big issue here? Nothing to get that Inferno Tower. So he's got the queen, or sorry, the king. He's got some witches. He's got some bowlers. Everything ready to walk around the outside. But just the Inferno is going to be able to pick everything off in this one. So a very nice job to ODS. Fresh hit. Shout out to him and his planning partner. I believe him and Naz planned this one together. So definitely a great plan. Just unfortunate in a couple of ways that made this one not work out. So the king gonna die out here shortly, I think. Yeah. And that will be the end of it. So let's move on to the next attack and see what we try to do to get this one cleaned up. And the next hit is going to be one of mine, and it is going to be one again that I didn't do so hot on. But you can see I have got cooked up the Falcon. So I'm going to do the exact same queen walk, obviously bringing that balloon for that outside Sam, so I can bring one less healer in this one. Doing the funneling here instead of the bowler bounce, using a Wizzy, and here we go. So using a bowler down at 6 o'clock to help do some funneling as well. And there is the warden, and you can see I took a little bit of a better path with my queen, so I didn't have to burn that early rage or as early of a rage on this one. And you can see just down at 6 o'clock, getting that funnel all set up, bowler getting huge value. Go ahead, get that wrecker down nice and early because I want the queen to follow everything in, and also to have her not die to that single inferno. So here comes the Valks, here come the bowlers, and there is that CC, keeping the queen on the outside, but looks like everyone is headed in, and there goes the Valks and the bowlers to the outside. So there was the issue, obviously, that juncture, the double kind of dead zone or the dead zone in the base, really allowed the Valks to run around the outside of this one. And at this point, it was kind of moot. Sorry about the Wi-Fi symbol on this one, but you can see still have the Warden ability, still have the Hogs for the back end, but there's just nothing to turn this one around. Can't get everything back in the exact way that I would want it. Just kind of spam those Hogs down. And yeah, so another fail. Not so great for me, but thankfully someone else could come in and get this one cleaned up. So what were the issues that we saw in that one? And unfortunately, it looks like the Wi-Fi is not going to come back. But I'm going to cut out, and we're going to go ahead and take a pause and look at this army that QC has picked up. So QC came in and got this one cleaned up. You can see she's got her troops boosted up. Now, let's think about the things that went wrong. What really drew the Valks back to the outside in this one? And it was that DE drill down there at 530. So that has to be down. Now, can't bowler bounce it because of the cannon range, but QC bringing in one baby dragon to use down there. Now, she did go back to 5 healers. Not 100% sure what the rationale behind that one was. Maybe could have spared a couple more Valkyries. But that's the big change. That is a subtle, subtle tweak. That is not something that you see, people just, oh, well, let me just bring a baby drag just because, right? That is a very, very small tweak to the comp. And let's take a look and see how she gets on in this one. Obviously, she's got her stuff boosted up, so it's going to be just a slightly bit better. Not going to be, too crazy, but misplaces the first bowler. So that did not go well because this bowler can do extreme damage, funneling not only that collector, but also another collector as it walks over there. Here comes the queen. So she is ready to get her on the move. And you can see once those collectors are down, there goes that baby drag. And once that drill goes down, that is what pulls the Valks to the outside. So this time, she made a little bit of a change. And there's going to be one other big change. Obviously, I brought the bowlers in the CC with, I think, a wizard or maybe some goblin, something like that. QC electing to bring wall breakers in the CC because she already knows she's going to rage after the Inferno Tower. So rage wall breakers will get through those white walls. And that's going to be huge for her here because then that allows the Valks to push forward and they want to rip through the wall instead of running around the outside. So there's the rage spell. You can see the first layer of wall got opened up. Second layer was a little bit damaged. So everyone runs in and look at this push into the core. Huge amount of Valks, huge amount of bowlers, everyone running straight through. The king is on the outside, but that really doesn't matter. Freezes that Giga Tesla, and those bowlers are going to be able to just smash that down and sneaks in a couple of very nice hogs here. And again, with the Falcon, we talk about predicting the Valk pathing. The Valk pathing here is perfect, and there's always an unaccounted for area, and that unaccounted for area in this one is that the Inferno compartment up there, but very smartly drops in the hogs, the aggro onto the Tesla, and then from the Tesla to the Wizard Tower, and then from the Wizard Tower to the Inferno. You can see Queen is still up. She did some huge work. That big bomb does go off, causes just a little bit of problems, but those hogs do get through it. If they can get through that Archer Tower, this one is definitely going to be good, and they do. I think, go down to those skellies. Maybe 1 or 2 survive. But with the Queen still up, with, 1 Valkyrie still up, QC gets it done. So small tweaks to the attack, getting it done. So that's from start to finish, beating down a Town Hall 12 in war. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to try to do some more of these types of videos, working through the progression of getting a base down. But that'll do it, guys, for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Until next time, this is Sam. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.